left-wing Kingz. Listen, think, act, repeat.
So mail-in voting is a key method of voting which allows millions of Americans to cast their vote from home, from overseas, all types of shit. So, Walonda.
Military.
Yep.
Yeah.
What groups could be negatively impacted by the removal of or the restrictions on mail-in voting, and how could that impact our election?
Well, you just touched on it. So, of course, you got your elderly, your disabled vets, military, your rural communities, working class individuals as myself. Because, again, sometimes you don't have that opportunity to have those days off. Minority voters. So, and again, fewer poller sites, also, again, the overseas voters. So you take, and I'm thinking that's a large population. That's quite a bit. If you talk about, again, you care about your military and you support your military, well, your military should have a right to vote. And a lot of them, if they're overseas in Germany and they live in San Antonio, Texas, how does that work? How am I getting back? Your college students. We have kids. Well, I have one now left in college. He's registered to vote. He has our address still on his driver's license. So technically he's registered to vote in San Antonio, but lives in San Marcos. So if he doesn't get, opportunities, possibly, that limits him. He can't vote. So you're younger voters. So you have a lot of people that would be impacted by that. Again, we should be making it easier to vote, not more difficult. We shouldn't be suppressing. We should be oppressing and ensuring that everybody has a voice.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to do a mail-in, first and foremost, who in the room got a stamp? Like, you can go grab a stamp right now. Only old ass Tina got a stamp.
I have some in because he does. I mean, I don't, but he did.
I mean, first and foremost, if you want to mail in vote, you got
don't ask a question you don't want the answer to.
I'm just saying. the first and foremost, you're gonna do a mail in vote. First, you gotta get a stamp. That means you gotta go to the post office, right? Who the fuck wants to go to the post? Oh, I guess I don't know. I don't do stamps.
I go on Sunday.
Jesus. Like that. That's already oppression right there. Having to go get a stamp from somewhere to do a goddamn mail in vote. Like, nigga, like how much? I don't even know how much a stamp is. How much is a damn stamp right now?
It's five something a book.
How many stamps does it take to mail it? Yeah, you need 10 stamps to mail some shit. Like, I don't even know. It's like
you get them forever stamps. They last forever.
You see, they
change the price.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what they call.
That's the first and foremost thing. But the funny part about it, and I don't know why the GOP, the military, overseas military votes mail in mostly.
They have to.
And they mostly red. They mostly vote GOP. So you cutting your own, you shooting yourself in the foot right there. What are you talking about? Most military, well, the lines are blurred now because the GOP is crazy. But it used to be the GOP used to be the ones that supported defense spending and stuff like that. So the military usually lined up with them when they voted. Now, I don't know how they vote now. I mean, who knows now because they're crazy. People like to talk about veterans, so no telling how they're getting swayed now. But still, that mail-in vote used to be a big part of, we used to always have to wait on the mail-in vote to come in to see what, and the GOP, George Bush, you remember that election? We waited for the mail-in vote and he came right on in and made him president. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why the effort to go against that is. You know what I'm saying? So that just doesn't make any sense. I think they would be. I think they'd be the ones pushing for that.
Doing the opposite. But it skews the representation. Again, it just puts out lower voter turnout. And there's rules for mail-in voting ballots. So not everyone can do it anyway. So they already had specific rules on who can and who cannot.
Yeah,
like you said, you're hurting a population that I don't know why you would do so.
Why would you do that?
I don't get it, man. But this is important. I mean, that we address these situations and in circumstances where we have the capability to do so during our elections, make sure that we vote for somebody who's like-minded and wants to promote voting instead of extinguish it. Like, we're not, it doesn't even make sense that someone who is a politician themselves, who's supposed to be representing their constituents, doesn't want their own constituents to vote. Wouldn't you want to hear their voices? Wouldn't you want to know what they're thinking? On certain things. So let's just make sure that voter suppression is not allowed to continue in our country. Whatever way we can get in the way of it or stop it, let's make sure that we do that.